I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. You are watching a verse a day with me, Peter Muna. And today the verse of the day comes from the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 9, and it reads, "They shall not hurt or destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters covers the sea." Now Isaiah was prophesying of a time when this earth shall be filled with the knowledge of God, and our Lord Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace, shall reign on the earth in Jerusalem. And from verse 1, chapter 11 of Isaiah, it describes the Spirit of the Lord that shall be upon the Prince of Peace. And it describes how the earth shall be peaceful, that even a wolf and a lamb shall feed together. They shall all graze together. That time even a lion shall not have a desire for blood or flesh. They shall all eat hay. Oh, can you imagine that a bear and a cow shall graze together, and a bear shall not look at a cow and say, "Yummy." And it says why that will happen. And it is because the Prince of Peace shall be the king over the earth, and he shall fill the earth with the knowledge of God. But now let me ask you, my brother, my sister, do we know and understand that we also were made from earth? We were made, God took the earth and created a lump of clay and breathed in it, and it became a living being. And therefore it is the desire of God to fill this lump of clay with his knowledge. And let me tell you what happens when we are full of the knowledge of God. Peace becomes our portion, and we live in peace with each other. Today, the reason as to why there is chaos in the world, it's because the peace of Christ does not reign in the hearts of men. I'm telling you, people of God, if Christ reigns in my heart and in the heart of my wife, you just cannot imagine the peace that will be among us. Today there are even fightings in homes, fightings in churches. You know, when I just find a church that is divided, a church that fights, you know, today we see even in the television churches which members came on Sunday and the gates were closed because the church doesn't want this pastor, or this group is following this elder, this pastor. When I see such things happening in the church, I just get to know number one, they are not full of the knowledge of God, and Jesus, the Prince of Peace, did not even reign in that church. And I'm telling you today, many people come to church, I'm telling you, but that evening they were fighting at home. You know, my brother, my sister, for 8 good years, I was in the children's ministry. I served the teenagers and youths. And let me tell you one thing with children. When children feel that they can trust you, when children discern a genuine love for them in your heart, they'll confide in you. But I'm telling you the things, and this one I'm telling you with all humility, because I want you to understand the subject of my teaching today. Young children, teenagers would come to me, confide in me, and tell me the chaos that is in their homes, and share with me how their mom and their dad were fighting that evening or that week. Their house was in chaos, and yet the mom and the dad are my fellow members in that church I was worshiping in. Can you imagine? But when I hear such things, I just get to understand the problem in that house is that Jesus does not reign in it. The Prince of Peace. Now I understand why our Lord, when he sent his disciples to preach the gospel, he told them, in every house you are accepted, declare your peace to that house. But any house, in fact, when they came into a house, he told them to declare peace. When you are accepted, then their peace was to remain in that house. But in any house they were not accepted, their peace would come back to them and they would go. I'm telling you, what I need in my house more than any other thing is the Prince of Peace and the peace of God. No wonder the apostles, every letter they wrote to the church, they began by wishing them what? Grace and what? And peace. There was a time a certain woman shared with me, and it really delighted my heart. He shared with me a dream she had, and this is what she said. She said to me that she saw in a dream she was standing at the door of her house, and all of a sudden there appeared a lion, a huge lion, glorious like gold. And that lion was coming towards her door, and this fear took hold of her heart, and she closed the door so that the lion may not come in. But to her surprise, that lion entered her house even with the door closed. But that lion, to her surprise, it commanded this awe and fear grasped her heart, but yet that lion was peaceful like nothing she had ever seen. And that lion came in and went and lay in that long couch. That lion lay there, and the woman all of a sudden would look at this lion, and the lion would look at her in the most peaceful way ever, and a certain peace took hold of that woman and filled that house. My brother, my sister, it is my desire that the Lion of Judah will also come and dwell in our homes, so that there may be peace in our homes. Today people are fighting even in their workplaces. People are fighting in their businesses. People are fighting in their homes, the husband, the wife. People are fighting in the streets. And why is that so? Because Christ does not reign in the hearts of men. I'm telling you, it is said that when that day comes, when Christ reigns on this earth, people will convert their weapons of war into plowshare, into weapons of productivity. I'm telling you, when Christ comes into a heart of a man who was a Mike Tyson of his time, beating everyone he finds across, I'm telling you, a certain peace takes hold of that man, and he is now peaceful with any man regardless of what you do to him. I'm telling you, my brother, my sister, all we need each day when we wake up and continue about our businesses is the peace of Christ reigning in our hearts. And therefore, my brother, my sister, today as we begin our day, I wish you peace and perfect shalom. God bless you, and may you have a blessed day. Shalom, shalom.